In this video, we will discuss a very important and latest Supreme Court judgment which clarifies the legal position regarding ex parte decrees and the procedure that courts must follow before passing such orders. This judgment is extremely important for litigants, lawyers, and anyone against whom a one-sided order has been passed by a court. First, let us understand what is an ex parte decree. An ex parte decree is passed when the defendant does not appear before the court despite service of notice, and the court proceeds to hear only the plaintiff and delivers judgment in the absence of the other party. However, an important question arises: can the court pass a decree merely because the defendant is absent? The Supreme Court has clarified this issue in its latest decision. I am Advocate Mukund Mahajan, and you are watching Legal Information Law Insights. Our mission is to empower you with the truth of law. Friends, you are watching this video prepared by Advocate Mukund Mahajan. If you find our content valuable, please consider becoming a channel member via the GPay QR code on your screen for 59 rupees or 119 rupees. Your support helps us continue providing high-quality legal education. Now, let's dive further into more details. The Supreme Court, in the matter of Pramod Shroff vs. Mohan Singh Chopra, decided on 16 April 2026, examined the legality of an ex parte decree and the judicial duty of courts while passing such orders. The case arose out of a civil dispute relating to property rights where the trial court had proceeded ex parte and passed a decree in favor of the plaintiff. Brief facts of the case are as follows. The plaintiff filed a civil suit claiming certain rights over property. The defendant did not appear before the court. The trial court proceeded ex parte and passed a decree in favor of the plaintiff. However, the decree was passed without detailed examination of evidence and without clearly formulating issues or points for determination. The matter was challenged and eventually reached the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court considered the following important issues: whether an ex parte decree can be passed solely due to absence of the defendant, whether the plaintiff is required to prove his case even in ex parte proceedings, whether framing of issues or points for determination is necessary, whether an ex parte decree must be a reasoned judgment. Arguments on behalf of the plaintiff were: the defendant had been duly served with notice. Despite service, the defendant remained absent. Documents were placed on record. Therefore, the trial court rightly passed the ex parte decree. On the other hand, the defendant argued: absence of the defendant does not automatically prove the plaintiff's case. The court failed to properly examine evidence. No issues or points for determination were framed. The judgment was not reasoned. Therefore, the decree violated principles of natural justice. Now let us see the observations of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court clearly held that mere absence of the defendant does not entitle the plaintiff to an automatic decree. The court must still examine whether the plaintiff has proved his claim in accordance with law. The court further observed that even in ex parte proceedings, the trial court must examine affidavit evidence, scrutinize documentary evidence, consider witness statements, if any, apply judicial mind before granting relief. The Supreme Court emphasized that although formal framing of issues may not always be mandatory in ex parte proceedings, the court must at least formulate points for determination. This ensures that the judgment reflects judicial reasoning and application of mind. The court also made it clear that an ex parte decree must be reasoned judgment. Merely writing, suit decreed, or passing mechanical order is not sufficient. The court must explain why the plaintiff's claim is being accepted. Finally, the Supreme Court laid down the following principles. An ex parte decree cannot be passed merely due to absence of the defendant. The plaintiff must prove his case through admissible evidence. The court must formulate points for determination. The judgment must be reasoned and speaking. Decree passed without proper examination of evidence is unsustainable in law. Now let us understand the practical impact of this judgment. If an ex parte decree has been passed against you and the court has not examined evidence, has not framed points for determination, or has not given reasons, you may challenge such decree under Order 9 Rule 13 of the Civil Procedure Code. This judgment strengthens the rights of defendants and ensures that courts exercise caution before passing one-sided orders. In conclusion, the Supreme Court has reaffirmed that courts cannot act mechanically in ex parte matters. Judicial scrutiny, evidence evaluation, and reasoned orders are essential even when the defendant is absent. This judgment will serve as an important guideline for trial courts and will help prevent misuse of ex parte proceedings. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information useful, please like, subscribe, and share your views in the comments. Don't forget to press the bell icon for more legal information. I will meet you in the next video soon. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.